the Houston Rockets. The Rockets begin the game with the basketball. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
To Allen Crabbe. Beyond the arc for three. And it's Capella with the rebound. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Fareed. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Allen Crabbe. Screen coming. Allen Crabbe takes on Eric Gordon. Has a look. Crabbe with a shot off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
With James Harden, muscle memory gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Gordon with it. Leads 5 to Paul. To Fareed. Jared Allen sends it away. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Down to 5 on the 24. From the outside, no good. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Russell with it up top. They're down 3. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Clint Capella with the block. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Jared Allen against Clint Capella. Cleans it up. Clint Capella swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To P.J. Tucker. With a drop step. Paul. And draws the foul.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one, count it. Second to 3, got it. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. It's Brooklyn's ball. To Hollis Jefferson. Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell missed his first. That one goes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Paul. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Russell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passes.
He gets it.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's James Harden once again. Has a chance. Harden shot, no good. To P.J. Tucker. For three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Russell into the front court. His team down 9. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Nothing going here on that drive. Deep three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie with the basketball. 9-point margin.
Hey, double screen.
To Hollis Jefferson. Tucker to Gerald Green. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Gerald Green. Off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hey, left.
To P.J. Tucker.
Come right.
The screen sets him up for two.
That boy's living his best life.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Trailing by 11. LeVert here against Green. To Hollis Jefferson. Fires the three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Not that time. To Hollis Jefferson. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gerald Green. A pass stolen by the Nets. To Dinwiddie.
Push it.
To Hollis Jefferson. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Gerald Green to Fareed. Scores from the post.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for the Brooklyn Nets.
Dinwiddie picked up by Rivers. To Allen Crabbe. He He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Davis. Cleans it up. Down low for Davis. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Austin Rivers over to the right side. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Allen Crabbe. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Tucker to Capella. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Brooklyn with the basketball.
I got ball.
Levert defended by Rivers. To Allen Crabbe. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Harden to Capella. To Rivers. 3 seconds is the call.
That's me. I got ball.
To Dinwiddie. Short jumper won't go down. Gordon with it. Leads 4. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. That's it for the first half with the Rockets in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Russell with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Goes to the left side. To Russell. Fires the 3. Too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. It seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Rockets have the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Paul to Harden. And look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Nets have it. Russell against Tucker. To Allen Crabbe. Russell. Shot from the lane won't go.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Harden. Has a look. James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Russell to Allen Crabbe. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep 2 there, won't go. Harden in possession. Up 5. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Deep right corner. Clint Capella pins it. Carroll here against P.J. Tucker. Down the lane. Shot won't fall. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. To P.J. Tucker. And throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Russell into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Here comes the screen. D'Angelo Russell. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
From long range, and that's rebounded by Houston. Here comes the screen. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Tough make through traffic.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Russell picked up by Rivers. Down low for Harris. Missed a wide open look.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Allen Crabbe. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nene, knocked loose. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Rockets with 4 to shoot. To P.J. Tucker, has a chance. Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know to scout him.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
shot at the buzzer. Nene able to recover with the block. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Hollis Jefferson against Tucker. No good. Defense catching a break there. Tucker. Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. Brooklyn's got it. Russell against Chris Paul. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. 4-3. It's no good. Shots not going down. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down 11. Beyond the arc for three. It's rebounded by Gordon. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. D'Angelo.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Paul to P.J. Tucker for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Eric Gordon tips it. Nets get it back.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pass to set things up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. Paul. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
It's Rockets ball. Harden to Paul. Harden to Paul. James Harden. He's now 4 for 6.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Nets have the basketball. Russell. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Harden.
Get the ball, get the ball.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
P.J. Tucker, couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Nope, first one does not go. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Allen Crabbe. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Harden with the rock. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm deep. I got mine. Get yours. Locked up. Here you come. Stay in front of. Watch the shot.
Not that time. Harden with the basketball. The lead is 15. And stuffs it home.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Russell picked up by Paul. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Russell fires the 3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on